You know, some of Jesus' last words to us were to go into all the world and preach the good news to everyone, everywhere. He also said to go and make disciples or followers of all the nations. You know, it's like this. How many of you guys have ever been in a relay race? And you're running and then you get to the next person and you tap them or you pass the baton. That's what Jesus was doing with us. He was putting the baton in our hands. He was saying, now it's your turn. You go. You do what I've been doing. You know, when Jesus walked the earth, He healed the sick. He set people free. He preached the good news. He loved the unlovable. He fed the poor. And when He was going up to heaven, after He died and rose from the dead, He gave us the same command. He said, you do what I've been doing. I've showed you. I've given you example. Now you go and do the same thing. You know, the ball's in our court. This world is becoming what we're allowing it to become. You know, I watched the news the other day, read the newspaper, nothing but war, pain, and suffering. Why? Because we, as God's people, as God's body, aren't doing our job. You know, in Acts 1:8, Jesus said, He said, you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you will be my witnesses to the ends of the earth. You see, God's done His part. Jesus Christ died for us and sent the Holy Spirit to live on the inside of us, to give us power. It's our turn. He's given us everything we need to change the world, to make this place a better place. You know, world peace comes about when we as God's people bring the peace of God, the good news, the gospel to everyone, everywhere. You know, that's not an option. That's not a good idea. Jesus said it's a command. You go. You know, 14 years ago, I realized I wasn't just happy being a casual Christian, going to church, knowing I was saved, knowing I was going to heaven. That wasn't enough for me. You know, I wanted to affect people. I wanted to share what God had done with me, in me, with other people. And you know, you can do the same. Jesus said, go. Now we need to go. What are you doing? What are you doing at school, at work? What are you doing with the people that you know, your next door neighbors? Are you loving them? Are you sharing the love of God? Or are you just content to know that you're going to heaven? You guys, we have an awesome responsibility. This world isn't getting any better because we're not doing anything about it. You see, Jesus has done His part. Now we've got to do ours.